times a year shall all males assemble um, to Jerusalem. I'll get it real quick. All right, because there's a scripture in, I believe it's Second Ezra, that says the other nations haven't kept the Lord's precepts. All right, they haven't kept His commandments and laws. Okay, so hey, there's another clue that shows you that this man, as well as those other men in Jerusalem, it says specifically in Acts 2 that they were Jews, but this is another proof right here. This is more proof that this guy Cornelius, this man Cornelius, had to be an Israelite. All right, let me just read this to back up what I just said. This is Deuteronomy 16:16, and there 3 times in a year shall all males appear before the Lord thy power in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of unleavened bread, in the feast of weeks, and the feast of tabernacles, and they shall not appear before the Lord empty. Alright, so that shows that those people that came to Jerusalem in Acts the 2nd chapter were Israelites. Alright, or that's more proof that they're Israelites. Okay, and like I said, this man here, Cornelius, a devout man, just like those other men in Acts 2nd chapter were devout, was come from Italy, and Italy is a nation under the heaven. It's one of many nations under the heaven, alright, under the sun. Okay? So I'm going to read I'm going to read verse 2 again, and I'm going to continue down. Alright, because we want to show you how basically Cornelius 100% was an Israelite. It couldn't have been any other way, alright? It says, a devout man and one that feared the Most High with all his house. Hey, and that's another clue. It says, and one that feared the Most High with all his house. One that feared the Most High. You go to Psalms, the 14th chapter, talking about the other nations, it says that the Most High is not at all in their thoughts. It specifically said that. So there's another knock on you assholes saying that Cornelius was another nation, or Edomite in particular, alright? You guys are a bunch of assholes, okay? It says, which gave much alms to the people and prayed to the Most High always. He saw in a vision evidently about the 9th hour of the day an angel coming to him, angel of the Most High coming to him and saying unto him, Cornelius. And when he looked on him, he was afraid and said, what is it, Lord? And he said unto him, thy prayers and thine alms are come up for a memorial before the Most High. Now that's a big clue. That's a big cut right there, alright? I'm going to read it again. It says, and when he looked upon him, he was afraid and said, what is it, Lord? And he said unto him, thy prayers and thine alms have come up for a memorial before the Most High. Now I want to read not Jeremiah. I want to read Psalms 148 one more time before I go to this next scripture. Now, it says here, Psalms 148:14. He also exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, key word, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him, praise ye the Lord. Alright? So, this man Cornelius, a saint, his prayers came up for a memorial unto the Most High. Now, let's go to Tobit. Tobit 12:12, and we'll read down. It says, now therefore, when thou didst pray, and Sarah thy daughter-in-law, I did bring the remembrance of your prayers before the Holy One. And when thou didst bury the dead, I was with thee likewise. And when thou didst not delay to rise up and leave thy dinner and go to cover the dead, thy good deed was not hid from me, but I was with thee. And now the Most High has sent me to heal thee and Sarah thy daughter-in-law. Here's a cut right here. I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels which present the prayers of the saints, and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One. I mean, come on. Really could just end this right there, alright? Really, after that, we showed Cornelius was an Israelite. We showed that he was devout, alright? We showed that he was a saint. And we showed now that his prayers came before the Most High. Alright? I'm going to read that again. I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels which present the prayers of the saints and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One. So Raphael's not going to bring the prayers of some heathen, especially a damn Edomite, up before the Most High. And the Most High is not going to regard any prayers of no damn heathen or Edomite. Alright? And we're going to prove that. We're going to prove that 100%. But before we do that, I want to jump here to show you that there's another instance in the book of Acts that shows that there was Israelites in Italy specifically. Okay? This is Acts 18:1. And after these things Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth, and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy, with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all the Jews to depart from Rome, and came unto them. So he was in Italy. Alright? And he couldn't have been the only Jake sitting there just lonely in Italy. There were other Jakes in Italy. Hence Cornelius. Alright? And even more, and a whole bunch of other Jakes. Okay? So it's proof that Cornelius was there's more proof to show you that Cornelius was an Israelite. He wasn't a heathen, and he wasn't a cracker. I always make that distinction, because you actually got assholes out there that are saying that Cornelius was an Edomite, which is stupid and which is bullshit. Okay? And furthermore, if you're gonna just lay that claim on Cornelius to say that he isn't an Israelite, or he's an Edomite, but specifically he isn't an Israelite, alright, then first off, who the hell are you to say that you're an Israelite? I mean, where the hell do you get off coming as now you're so bold, I'm an Israelite? Whether you go out there, we're the Hebrew Israelites, and yada yada, but then you're gonna go ahead and condemn Cornelius to be another nation. Alright? Condemn him from being an Israelite. Which through him and then eventually Paul, alright, the mystery of the Gentiles was brought in and then broken down. Alright? So who are you gonna be such a goddamn asshole, alright? To whomever this applies, you're gonna be such a damn asshole as to say that Cornelius was not an Israelite, when it's clear through the scriptures, if you're spiritual and not carnal, alright, if you're spiritual and not carnal, that Cornelius was an Israelite. Okay? And like Manatazah said, look, by now if you don't believe Cornelius is an Israelite, then you just really ain't in the truth. 100% point blank period. Alright? And you're an asshole. You're out of the truth, and along with it, you're a complete asshole. Okay? Now this is the last scriptures I'm gonna go into. Okay? Like I said, this just lesson was just straight to the point. Okay? You know, brothers probably have other things lined up as well. Alright? But we're gonna get straight into this, because we showed you, one, Cornelius was a saint. Cornelius was an Israelite, because the saints are Israelites. Cornelius he prayed to the Most High, and through Psalms 14th chapter, alright, not only did he pray to the Most High, he feared the Most High with all his house, and according to Psalms 14th chapter, that the other nations, the Most High even in their thoughts, alright. And then through Tobit, we showed you that his prayers actually came to the Most High for a memorial, meaning the Most High heard his prayers. Okay? So now let's see what happens when an actual fucking Edomite, excuse my French, but when an actual Edomite, alright, prays to the Most High. Now this is 2nd Maccabees, the 9th chapter. I'm gonna read a good portion of this, so you know, just sit back, listen. Alright, it's 2nd Maccabees 9:1. About that time Antiochus, with dishonor out of the country of Persia, so like at that time came Antiochus with dishonor out of the country of Persia, for he had entered into the city called Persepolis, and went about to rob the temple and the holy city, whereupon the multitude, running to defend themselves with their weapons, put them to flight. And so it happened that Antiochus, being put to flight of the inhabitants, returned with shame. Now when he came to Ecbatane, news was brought him that what had happened unto Nicanor and to Timotheus. Then swelling with anger, he thought to avenge upon the Jews the disgrace done unto him by those that made him flee. Therefore commanded he and his chariotmen to drive without ceasing, and to dispatch the journey, the judgment of the Most High now following him. For he had spoken proudly on this sort, that he would come to Jerusalem and make a common burying place of the Jews. Alright, this guy Antiochus was an Edomite, and he was a complete asshole. So if you read just the